Hey, there we are. Guess you guys didn't expect to see me on this side, huh? Austin's running a few minutes late. We're recording. All right. All right. Hey, Jen. Can you hear me okay on the Facebook end? It seems like nobody's on the Instagram end. And if you could check the Instagram too, that'd be great. Just want to make sure all audio is good to go. Yes, excellent. If you get a second to check Instagram too, that would be wonderful. Thank you very much. Just going to give it a few more minutes and then start breaking some stuff down here while we wait for Austin. Send this out. Out. All right. Instagram, can you hear me? No, I see you're on there now too, Jen. I see Laura's on there too. Just want to make sure all the sounds are all good and goodly. Hi, Mom. Mom says hi on Facebook. Instagram is okay. Once I get the green light from Instagram, I will dive in. Can't hear you on here. Can you hear me now on Instagram? As per usual, wouldn't be a Nisto Bros live podcast if there weren't technical difficulties. Can you hear me on the Instagram now? Can't hear you on Instagram. Instagram's green light. Just want to make sure. If we could confirm the sound is good on Instagram, I'm going to dive on into everything while we wait for Austin. Mom, I saw you join the Instagram as well. Can either you or Jen confirm you can hear me on Instagram? Facebook is apparently okay. This is why I don't do these things. This is why Austin's usually on the Instagram end and I just join. You're good on here. Excellent. So now that all that's good, whoever's on here, send this out to people. Can't hear you on Instagram, my mom says. Now she's telling me you can't hear me. But I've had 2 people on Instagram say they can hear me. But I've also had 2 people say they can't. But Jen said she can hear me. So I'm going to assume that Instagram is okay. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I don't know, Mom. Can you hear me on the Instagram? I'm going to try and get this show on the road here. Tell her to turn the volume down and then back up. Okay. That's what Jen said. To turn the volume down and then back up again on Instagram. Anyway, Austin should be back on, or should be on here any minute. He ran into some traffic. My mom says went off on Instagram. Okay. I don't know where to put this here. But I'm just gonna dive in. I'm gonna start. Thank you guys for coming on. Hopefully some more people can join as we go and as Austin joins. Episode 55 of the Nisto Bros podcast. It's crazy. We're up to 55 episodes already. We're going into, when Austin gets on, we're diving into a Hall of Fame episode of chocolate candies. Big time. As I was saying before people were on, Austin's running a few minutes late, but he has said the show must go on. I could start without him. He gave me the green light, and I'm going to run through some of the birthdays on this days, and I'm sure during some of that he will be on here as well, and then we can really, you get both of us, the best of both worlds. So on this day, we got birthdays, not the on this day, today, April 17th, happy birthday to the late, great Roddy Piper, WWE Hall of Famer. I'm pretty sure he's in the Hall of Fame. Who isn't in the WWE Hall of Fame? Snoop Dogg's in the Hall of Fame, for goodness sakes. So, late, great Roddy Piper, happy birthday to him. If it wasn't for him, who knows if Ronda Rousey ever would have been in the WWE. When she was there, she made it very obvious that he was a big influence on her wrestling career. So thank you to Roddy Piper, one of the best heels probably ever in the WWE. So happy birthday, late, great Roddy Piper. Happy birthday as well to Boomer Esiason from Boomer and Carton and Boomer, and I don't remember who his co-host is now. Former quarterback in the NFL, a big Rangers fan, Boomer Esiason. I've seen him at games, never got to meet him, but I'm sure in due time I'll run into Boomer Esiason. Happy birthday, Boomer Esiason. Normally Austin and I would also be doing guessing middle names and stuff. Since it's just me, I'm not going to do that. When he comes on, if he wants to, run it back and try and guess middle names, we'll tackle that when we get there. Last but not least, speaking of Rangers, big win today for the New York Rangers. Happy birthday, the birthday boy on the Rangers, Pavel Buchnevich. He scored a hat trick. On his birthday. Doesn't get any better than that. He is his first career hat trick, and he's the first Ranger ever in franchise history of the Rangers to score a hat trick on his birthday. 26 years old, Pavel Buchnevich. I'm older than him. That's ridiculous. I'm just a few months older than him. Happy birthday, Pavel Buchnevich. Great game today for the Rangers, smacking up the Devils a little bit. Had me scared a little. They were up 4-0, and then next thing you know it, Devils turn on the pressure. But Rangers pull out the win. Happy birthday, Booch. On this day in history, April 17th, we go way back. Way back to 1860. 1860. Champion of England. This is boxing. Boxing champion of England, Tom Sayers, and the American John Heenan fight out a brutal 2 hours and 27-minute draw. You imagine fighting for that long and you guys get a draw? The reason why it was a draw, the police stopped the fight. Said it was too much. And it was a draw. And they acknowledged that was the first world title fight. England and American punching each other in the face for 2.5 hours. Insane. No, you don't even get a winner out of it. That's a shame. You punch each other in the face for that long, and you guys don't even get a winner. I don't know what the aftermath of that was, whether they had another fight and there was a winner. Not really sure. We have, what's this? My mom wants to be in the live. Oh boy, I don't know. Do you even know how to do that, Ma? I don't. Did you accidentally do that? I feel like you accidentally did that, Mom, on Instagram. I'm not going to accept that unless you confirm that is what you were trying to do. Last but not least, on this day, there he is. I see Austin had joined. On this day, the last on this day, in 1964. All right, now I gotta go accept this clown. I'm gonna have to make sure my volume is down. Waiting for Austin, says. He's not up on the Zoom just yet for the Facebook listeners and the Facebook learners, I should say. Huh? I'm going to let Austin read this one when he joins, unless he wants me to take
Hello?
it. There he is.
Hello.
He's up on the Instagram for those watching there. Can you hear me, Aus? Oh, he's lagging a little bit. He's lagging a little bit.
The meeting passcode is not working for me to join the Zoom.
Okay, hold on, everyone. Technical difficulties as per usual. He's telling
Hello,
me
everyone.
The password is not working.
Pardon my tardiness.
Let me see here, Aus. I got an idea. I'm going to just copy the link and send it to you.
Okay.
I'll send it to you over on Twitter.
Okay. And then we will rock and we will roll.
My apologies. Twitter. You can hear me okay on the on Instagram?
We're doing great. We're doing great.
Great. He says, beautiful. Like to see it. And of course, I'm not logged into Twitter. Is what I did. Unbelievable. What's my new thing? I'm going to be paused on Instagram.
Bracket, and we have some very intriguing matchups. I just did it.
Sorry, I paused it.
No. I was just filling in, talking about the bracket. We're looking at some spicy first round matchups, Mike.
Wouldn't be a podcast without technical difficulties.
No.
All right. Just sent it to you on the Twitter sphere.
All right, and
let's see. She'll be joining.
Yes, one moment.
Hello, Kendall.
Hey, Kendall. How's it going?
I did that accidentally, my mom said. All right, I see you, and I hear you.
We're live.
Oh, excellent. Here we go. A real star of the show.
I love the shirt hat combo.
Yeah, right? I did
anyone
this
compliment
yesterday.
It yet?
No, they shouldn't. They should have, though.
They should have.
Yeah, they should have. They should have. Because the Orioles should be Nisto Bros Hall of Famers.
Ooh.
I
think they're up there. I mean, just for their stadium alone. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah.
Camden Yards, great ballpark. And we got to go on it. We were walking on it.
Yes,
speaking of ballparks, that is the on this day. If you want to take it away.
Wow. Super awesome segue for me. I didn't even know.
Look at that.
On this day in 1964. Did you do the first one?
I did everything except for that one.
Oh, wow. Perfect timing. So on this day in 1964, my New York Mets played their first ever game at Shea Stadium.
That's big.
In a 4-3 loss to the Pittsburgh Pirates. It was the first ever game. It was pretty incredible on this day.
It would be typical Mets fashion to lose their first game at Citi Field. Or not Citi Field, Shea Stadium.
Yes. That is the unfortunate truth of what happened, but hey. Doing all right this season so far, even though we've had 94 cancellations or postponements.
But just about. Give or take.
Yeah, between 94 and 0. Somewhere between those two
Somewhere
numbers.
between there. This has nothing to do with the podcast, but I'm going to ask you because I'm very green when it comes to the Instagram stuff. Does it ask you to post it after you go live, or does it
Yeah,
do it before? Okay, after. Okay,
yeah,
I just want to make sure we can save the bad boy.
yes,
But,
yes,
excellent. Yes, excellent. I didn't guess any middle names because I thought that would have been kind of silly.
yes.
I said if you want to run it back, we could run
Hi,
it back.
Kelly.
But hi, Kelly, Justin, everyone's pouring in now. Keep
What do you
sending this
think?
out. I mean, we could just go on if you want.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
Uh,
okay with just
I mean,
going on.
yeah, we can talk about
Dive
our
into the episodes.
episodes,
Yeah.
and then we can get to the bracket. So, the Nisto drinks and Nisto eats were a little intertwined this week. We both went to the same establishment,
Yeah.
and got drastically different things. So,
That might be a first time ever.
probably.
I think so.
I'm gonna say probably. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty unlikely.
Yeah, it is. I mean,
But it did happen. We both went to Sonic,
did.
and I got, because of request, shout out to Maddie again. This was a long time ago. She requested I do the TikTok. She requested on TikTok that I do the Red Bull slush from Sonic, but it was a seasonal thing. And then by the time I got around to it, it wasn't there. But it's come back this season, and they had a new grapefruit. No, dragon fruit. Dragon fruit
is what you said.
Red Bull slush, and it was pretty good. And definitely watch the review if you've not. But one thing that I wanted to add was like, I felt so good about my score. You know, like sometimes after your review, you're like, yeah, well, I don't know, could have been maybe a little bit higher, a little bit lower. I felt so good about the score that I gave it. It was like, that score just sung through the whole way of the beverage as I was drinking it. No other feelings on it. It was solid. It wasn't blowing me away. It had good components of both the dragon fruit and the Red Bull. Not too overpowering on the Red Bull flavor, which I'm not a huge fan of generally. But it was good. It was good. And one thing that I did want to mention, if you guys watched the review, I said like, oh, it seems like one of those slushes where it's gonna like be hard to suck up at the end because like, you know, it's just like ice and you kind of have to scoop it and poke around and stuff. It ended up being really good. It ended up being like I was able to drink it all the way through.
No problems.
No problem at all. I
Wow.
totally misforecasted that one, but yeah, it was good.
Excellent.
Solid. Try it out. If you like the more Red Bull flavor, maybe go for just the regular Red Bull slush and let me know how that one is.
Well, there you go. I get that. I did not get that when I went to Sonic. I thought about it. And we actually, I think this might have also been the first time ever for all kinds of things on the Nisto Bros podcast and drinks and eats. We gave it the same score. Different things got the same score.
We definitely have to look back at the archives, but
yeah, we'll definitely have to go back and check that out. But I got the bacon jam cheeseburger. Shout out to Matt, who had recommended that for me.
Shout out to Matt.
And it was pretty good. Gave it the same score, which again, like I said, I think it was the first time ever. But it was really good. I would go back for it for sure.
I would dare to say never happen again that we both go to the same place and give it the same score.
It's kind of unprecedented. It was insane. I almost wanted to give it a different score because, but I just couldn't. Do it.
I mean,
the
when
score
that
is what it is.
to you, when the score is singing to you, you just got to respect it. And
it was just one of those scores, you know. It was just a respectful score. You haven't seen it, go back and check it out. But yeah, I think it was very appropriate for the bacon jam cheeseburger. I didn't think it was
actually. I
didn't think it was any lower.
I watched the review and I had a question actually.
Yeah.
Do you think? I know you didn't get it with mustard. But I definitely, even though I'm not too opposed to mustard these days. Mm-hmm. One thing that I do think would have been very weird about that is having like mayonnaise, mustard, and jam as
Yeah.
all like kind of, more on the liquidy side of a
Yeah.
condiment. It just seems like that's way too many things going on
Yeah.
for one burger. So I think I definitely would have probably gotten rid of the mustard as well, because the mayo
Yeah.
is less offensive. It's not as much in your face like you said,
Yeah.
but the mustard probably would have messed some stuff up.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I believe I had mentioned that. That's a lot of condiments for one burger, and just because like I don't like mustard easily would have ruined it.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Denise who commented as well and agreed that that mustard does not really belong on a burger. And of
Yeah.
course, that's an opinionated thing. Some people may like it, but I don't like mustard. It would have ruined it for me. And like you said, there's many flavors that would have just been trying to clash, and just the mustard flavor alone would have ruined it for me.
Yeah.
So if you don't like mustard, get it without mustard. If you like mustard, try it with mustard, and let me know what you think. I don't like mustard, so there's that.
All right.
That's that.
That's that. Are we
That
ready?
is that. I think we're ready for the
Oh.
Hall of Fame chocolate candy episode. Whoa. Austin's got the bracket. I think whenever he's got it, I don't know if it's going to be backwards. Probably.
There it is. Gonna
There
be.
it is.
Wait, hold on.
Oh
Can
boy,
you
this is.
Oh, you can't even see it at all. This is abysmal. It's too small. So I'm gonna zoom in. Oh, now you can see it.
Oh, now you can see it. It's focusing a little bit, at least
Hershey
on
versus
here.
Twix.
So it might be back. It's probably backwards on Instagram, Facebook. I think it's okay, but yeah,
Hi,
read it off
Gary.
to us.
What's up, Gary? We are going over here. So can you see this, Mike? Though.
Yeah, Hershey and Twix.
That's the first region. Then we're gonna go down here, and we're gonna say Reese's versus Milky Way. I got some rough handwriting on that one. And we're going to shift to the other side of the bracket. And we're dealing with this thin paper that's not really working out well for us. And we have...
kind of hurts my eyes, guy.
Take 5 versus...
Yeah.
And for the final first round matchup, we have Butterfinger versus... M&M's. That's a tough one. That's a real tough one.
You want to run off these honorable mentions real quick? We had a few.
Yes.
I'm sure there's people already getting heated
that we don't have some things included. So this is the top 8 essentially that we have chosen that we think are worthy to be discussed for a Hall of Fame spot.
And Take 5 is in there more as a personal sentimental value.
Yeah, we realize.
We know.
Yeah,
we know it doesn't really have the name value like a Reese's or Hershey or M&M's have, but
or one of our honorable mentions, like Snickers. Snickers is an honorable mention for us.
Honorable mention.
Some people may say, "Hey, Snickers not on their Take 5 is? Are you kidding me?" That's for us. We are big fans of the Take 5, and we thought it has a fighting chance in this bracket.
Same with another big one, Three Musketeers. It's one of those, and I felt this way for not only the Three Musketeers but Snickers, that if I'm going to a gas station or something and I'm craving a chocolate bar, I'm not going, "Oh man, I need me a Snickers. Oh man, I need me a Three Musketeers." I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Right.
But that's kind of how that went about. And they're getting the honorable mention. I'm sure there will be others that come up as we go along.
Yes. If you have any comments of ones that we did not include in there, definitely
throw us a comment.
Yeah, comment it down below. Another one that was more personally for me that we're just going to leave as an honorable mention is Rolos. The perfect little dollop of chocolate and caramel is just something that I hold near and dear to my heart. They're very good candy. I mentioned to Mike they're an essential Party City candy pickup for me. And then the last
handful,
big time. And it's only like $1 or $1. for wherever you are in the country. Tootsie Rolls is the last honorable mention.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I like them.
I'll say it.
I like Tootsie Rolls. Obviously, they come in all of their different shapes and sizes. You got the long ones and the other ones and stuff. They have some versatility that goes outside of the chocolate candy.
Yeah, they try to make it fruity ones.
Yeah.
Pretty garbage.
I do really like the vanilla ones though, which is like a totally.
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, the vanilla ones are pretty
decent, but other than that, they're kind of poo-poos for me.
But big name for sure.
Last two I just thought of. They're not on that list we have, Aus, but I mentioned it to Austin when we were coming up with them. Lindor chocolates. I know my mom's going to agree with that one.
Yeah, big time.
Love me some Lindor chocolates. And how could you not? I mean, all these
brackets are brought to you by
Go Diva. It's all brought to you by Go Diva chocolate. So yes, it had to be said. It's the official Go Diva honorable mention, Hall of Fame Go Diva Hall of Fame bracket. Go Diva.
So they're already Hall of Famers in one right or one sense. So they weren't included on the bracket here.
Yeah.
Here we go.
There it is.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm freaking pumped.
You want to start in like the top left of my paper?
Yeah, we'll do the top
so
left.
The top left of my paper is
I think this might be the hardest
Hershey
the hardest
versus
matchup.
Twix. And
this might be the hardest matchup.
Do you want to throw out the kind of disclaimer we have here? Because obviously Hershey, we left it as just Hershey.
This goes for Reese's as well.
This goes for a couple different ones on here. M&M's also. We're not just talking about a Hershey's bar. This is something we've continued and been consistent with on the Hall of Fames. We felt like, we both really like the Hershey's cookies and cream bar. How are we gonna leave that out but not also include the Hershey's bar, the regular Hershey's bar, the Hershey's Kisses, all the different Hershey's Kisses that there are. So
all comes down to that range.
All comes down to that range, as we talk about a lot. But this first matchup, Hershey versus Twix, I mean, is a tough one. Because a Twix is up there for me. Twix is up there, the perfect melding of the cookie, the chocolate, the caramel.
I think they also have like a cookies and cream Twix.
I believe they do.
So like I was thinking, we're praising the range of Hershey, of course, but like Twix doesn't have as much range, but still like super up there. I think that's high praise for Twix, really, to be in the top 8 when you really, for the longest time, it was just left or right Twix.
Yeah.
Now they're starting to really come out with more like dark chocolate ones, the cookie and cream one that I had mentioned. So props to Twix on that aspect.
And here's kind of my analysis of this matchup and kind of where I'm splitting hairs. I'm not 100% sure. As we've just said, Hershey definitely takes the range factor and does have a little bit more to offer if I'm just thinking of different Hershey products. But I think there's no product along that range that hits the max for a Twix, despite the minimal range. The max that it hits is quite a bit higher for me personally than like a Hershey's whatever that you throw in front of me. Hershey's Special Dark. Like there's some stuff on there that just kind of misses for me. Not that it's hurting them, but I'm just saying to consider them Hall of Famer, and then thinking back, I'm like, man, I could have just had a Twix bar this whole time.
We're going to be on the move. Just got a notification that my laptop's dying. So
okay,
we keep going.
So it's all I'm trying to say here is this is a tough decision for me right off the bat. I think I do have my guess though, or not my guess, my pick.
That was a bit of an unflattering view for a quick moment there, so I apologize. But I think we have one vote on Facebook from my mom says Twix. What are you leaning towards? I
Despite what
think
I
that.
just, yeah,
Sorry.
despite what I just talked up about how I think the Twix is better at its peak, I think Hershey's a little undeniable for me to not make it out of round one. I think Hershey is my pick.
Yeah, I second that. I also talked up Twix. A bit of an underdog going up against Hershey, one of the favorites probably of this bracket. So that's tough. That's a tough first round matchup. But I got to go with Hershey. I think the range is just too undeniable and too iconic. I don't want to do it because I'm going to get sad. I'm going to do it to him. Iconic! And I don't want to talk about it.
All right.
Really
Well, then
sad.
we'll move on to the next round.
But yes, Hershey wins.
We have Hershey there. Got a little knot in my hair. All right.
Happens. So I know
So
all about that.
moved on. Hershey has moved on to the second round, and now we'll move down to the bottom here, and we got Reese's versus Milky Ways. I was kind of
We got another vote on Instagram for Hershey. Kelly.
yes, thank you, Kelly.
To me, this is easy. This is an easy
yes,
one.
because I kind of
he already
my
knows.
hand. I kind of forced my hand into getting Milky Way in there. We were between, the classic bars. We were between the Milky Way, the Snickers, the Three Musketeers. Mike didn't have any strong feelings. I said, I love me a Milky Way. And I think it's just an unfortunate first round matchup for it. It's going up against the superpower that is Reese's. I mean, if we're talking about just range, the Reese's Pieces, all the Reese's Cups with the Reese's Pieces in them. We got the Take 5 Reese's. I don't know who gets that part of the range, but it's just
then the Christmas trees, the pumpkins, the eggs.
Yes,
it's undeniable. And my mom says on Facebook, chocolate. Reese's, hands down, all caps, 3 exclamation points. 3 exclamation points. That's big.
Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
To me, Milky Way could have been in the same category as the Snickers and Three Musketeers that I mentioned before. If I'm craving chocolate, I'm not like, oh, I need me a Milky Way. It's like, no, not gonna happen.
I like it though. I definitely like it.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
It's the same with the other two. I don't think they're bad. It's just they're not crave worthy, if you will.
One of my favorite variations, though, is the Midnight Dark Milky Way. That it has some marshmallow in the filling as well. That's one of my favorite variations. If we are going to acknowledge some range of Milky Way, but I think it's hands down that we got Reese's, and this is shaping up to be a very
this left side is tough.
Yeah, this is.
I don't even want to think about it yet.
Semifinal.
Oh no!
Let's get to the other side of the bracket.
Before we go on there, I gotta say, it's pronounced Reese's. Anybody that says Reese's or something like of that nature, you're wrong.
It is pronounced Reese's, by the way. I do agree with that, and we have been saying that. So if you haven't caught it and been like, they're saying it like Reese's, and I don't say it like that.
Yeah,
you're wrong.
Reese's, not Reese's, not crayons. It's crayons. It's Reese's.
Okay.
That's a PA thing. Kelly says.
Take 5 versus Kit Kat.
This is tough, man.
Another tough one. Another tough one. Another one.
I think these. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say actually one where there's not really too much of a range factor for either of them.
That's what I was going to say.
You did
I was going to say they're kind of like Twix. It's like they're both just so good by themselves without that range. Take 5, like you mentioned, with Reese's, not Reese's. There's Reese's Take 5, so there's a little bit of range there.
You did try the what was it? The apple pie Kit Kat on an episode of Nisto Eats, correct?
Yeah, right. I know.
Didn't love it though.
Didn't. It was how do you say not good?
How do you say?
I think that Kit Kat was trying to get range. They probably got word of mouth. Nisto Bros podcast do these Hall of Fame sessions, and they like range with everything that they put on there. They tried to get some range, and I think it failed. I think it dropped.
Yeah, sometimes they go for it. Obviously, there's a lot of missed opportunities when it comes to like branching out and trying new things within like the food industry in general. Just like, there's a lot of flops that Nisto Eats has experienced himself, but then also just elsewhere in the world. But where are you? I mean, we're talking a little bit about them, but how do you feel? Just like one-on-one, essentially, if we're kind of ixnaying the range out of the equation. Take
my mom's
five
got
bar.
a vote on. My mom's got a vote
Kit
here
Kat.
on Facebook, and she puts Kit Kat. For me, it's Take 5.
Yeah,
It's Take 5.
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree there.
All right. Even if Kit Kat didn't, something that knocked Kit Kat down is them trying to get rangy and it not working. But I think even if they didn't try that, I still think I'm going to Take 5 every time.
I think Kit Kat was my lowest seed.
Really?
Like in my head going into it.
It's the 8th seed for you?
It's the 8th seed for me. Obviously, we don't seed them in any way because then there wouldn't be a point. Don't. Like we have already arbitrarily decided who's number 1 in a way.
Randomize the list.
Yes. Kit Kat is not one of my faves. I don't.
So would you say Kit Kat is like how I said for Three Musketeers, Snickers, Milky Way? Even it's just like you'll have it, but like you're not going out of your way for it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
So there it is, and I'm in a total agreement about Take 5. You got everything in there. You got peanuts, you got peanut butter, you got chocolate pretzels.
I could go for
caramel, all of it.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
You get all of it.
It's been a minute.
That's the thing. They are a little bit more niche. A little bit more niche.
Yeah, kind of hard to find it.
Last matchup of the first round. I'm actually gonna say I think this is the hardest one. We got Butterfinger.
You think harder than the semifinals that's coming up on the left side?
No. Hardest for the first round. First round.
I agree.
Butterfinger versus M&M's.
This one's gonna hurt.
Yeah, this one's gonna hurt either way. You want to take me through your initial thoughts, or do you want me to start it off?
Man. So, we talk range. Butterfinger, I think, is just so superior, and it doesn't really have a lot of range, though. They have, like, the Butterfinger, like, bites, one size biteies things. But, like, that's kind of it when it comes to the Butterfinger.
Yep.
But I think it's because it's just that good.
It's standalone. It doesn't need more. It doesn't need white chocolate. It doesn't need birthday cake. It doesn't need,
doesn't need any of that. And I think it's just like, if you had just like the Butterfinger up against like any other of the like one-off candies, like that's the one.
Right, for you.
But M&M's, how can you go against M&M's? The endless range is just infinite range. There's M&M's for everybody. Regular peanut butter M&M's, pretzel M&M's, my personal favorite. There's dark chocolate. There's the fudge brownie ones. There's seasonal ones. All galore. Mini. Yes. My mom's got to vote for M&M's. Crispy M&M's. They even made some bad M&M's in all of them. They're like the hot chili ones. Doo-doo. Absolute doo-doo. I'll say it.
There was a coffee nut one that I liked.
Oh, that one. You like that one?
I like that one.
Oh, I thought that one was garbage.
I like the coffee,
That's true. I mean, it wasn't as bad as like the chili, the hot chili.
No.
It was. That one was rubbish. That was rubbish.
I mean, that's weird. That's a very weird combo.
It's like spicy chocolate. Who the frick wants that? Nobody.
No, nobody.
If you like spicy chocolate, that's weird. I'm going out on a limb and saying that's weird.
I'm saying
some people hate mint. Yeah, some people hate mint and chocolate together. That's more normal than spicy and chocolate. Get the out of here.
Honorable mention: York peppermint patty.
York peppermint patty as well. That's my breakdown a little bit. What do you think? What do you think?
That was essentially my breakdown as well. And I want to kind of go back to the first round matchup, the Hershey versus Twix. I think it's a very similar argument. And it's very similar cases here.
Yeah.
However, my little caveat or my little difference between the two is
spicy chocolate is popular in a lot of countries, my buddy Ryan says. Interesting. Did not know it, still think it's weird.
Countries full of weirdos?
Countries full of weirdos, I guess.
I don't know.
What are you saying? I'm sorry.
Peanut butter M&Ms are my favorite ones.
Yeah.
I love a pretzel M&M. We've talked about putting the peanut butter pretzel M&Ms.
I think we've done that together. We've had one of each. We've done that.
But then we've also talked about it being its own one Frankenstein M&M, and
that would be elite.
That would be automatic win. I think I love.
I think I have my vote. Either way, it hurts.
Yeah.
But I have my vote.
Yeah. And I'm kind of like a late comer to the Butterfinger game. I do love one, but I think I got to give the vote to the M&Ms.
It's fun because I was also going with M&Ms.
I really
love Butterfingers. I really do. But you can't have M&Ms fall in the first round.
This Final Four is disgusting. This Final Four is ridiculous, and we only have 18 more minutes.
It's ridiculous. I don't know how we're going to come up with one.
So here we go. We got Hershey. Wait, where we got? Can you,
Hershey's and Reese's. Ridiculous. That could be a finals in and of itself. And so could this. Take 5 and M&Ms. I'm stressed. I'm going to say it. I'm stressed.
Okay. Versus Reese's. My initial thought is I am a huge lover of peanut butter and Reese's peanut butter itself very, very much. And Hershey's doesn't really have too much to do with that. But there's obviously scratches or itches that Hershey's scratches that Reese's doesn't, like the cookies and cream. Reese's doesn't really have anything in that realm either. Obviously both are classics. They're both classics. I'm pretty sure actually like they're the same company because like there's the Reese's guy at Hershey's Park.
Oh, okay.
So they might be like low key the same company.
We have
but definitely
on Facebook already if it comes down to it.
Okay. I do have some way I'm leaning, but if you want to talk a little bit before I...
So do I. I think what you were saying was really spot on. Something about chocolate and peanut butter is just... If you don't like it, something's wrong with you. I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it. Something's wrong with you. You're weird. Maybe you like spicy chocolate. Me too. I don't freaking know. But if you don't like chocolate and peanut butter, something's wrong with you. But like you said, if you like that cookies and cream style, you don't get that in Reese's. That's you get that in Hershey. And like there's a lot of range on both ends. Maybe you're just feeling like a little bit of chocolate. You want like a Hershey Kiss. Oh, wait a minute. You could also have a Reese's Pieces. So it's like
get just a little smidge of that.
Yeah, a little smidge.
Delicious.
A little smidgems.
I think it's funny that we haven't. I was just thinking we have not mentioned Reese's Pieces at all, and those
I think it was very, very subtle in the first.
Like, we haven't talked about like, oh, Reese's Pieces are an amazing candy.
I think if you go, okay, I'm locking in my vote.
Okay,
I'm going Reese's, and I think if you compare not just like the small candies we just mentioned, Hershey Kiss and Reese's Pieces. I'm picking Reese's Pieces every single day.
Yeah.
I will have a 20-pound bag of those, and it'll be gone in 10 minutes. Like, that's it. It's a fact.
Yeah. Wow. Yes, I will agree with you. Your shirt is riding with Reese's.
I'm wearing the Reese's colors. If you want to wear Reese's colors, you could also get Nisto Bros merch. Nisto Bros Hall of Famer. I'm wearing my specific Hall of Fame shirt. We haven't done it. The mustache Nisto Bros.
Use code Nisto Ships.
Nisto Ships for free shipping on all your future orders. Ryan says Reese's tastes better, but more range with Hershey's. Interesting.
I think he's right.
I think he is.
I think
there's a lot of range for both.
Yes, but I don't think that the range overwhelms the
taste,
the increase in taste that I get. I know we're a little bit pressed for time again. Apologies for being late, but do you want a 3-2-1? We haven't done a 3-2-1. Are you mentally prepared for a 3-2-1 on a take 5 versus M&M's? Do we need a second, or do we want to talk it out?
I think we could do it. I think we could do a 3-2-1.
Okay.
This is always going to be peanut butter something. That's fair. I'm ready for a 3-2-1. I think we're probably. I think we might agree on it. I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm scared. We could do a 3-2-1.
Okay.
So, 3-2-1. Say it.
3-2-1. Say on 0.
Okay, on 0. Count us down, Birdman.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
M&M's.
M&M's. Okay.
All right, there it is. Oh no.
Okay.
M&M's versus Reese's in the finals. How can you pick one?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I've never been this stressed in my life.
Valiant effort from Take 5, taking down Kit Kat in the first round.
Stress.
But we just did not have the firepower. And now we got Reese's versus M&M's in the final. There it is.
This is tough. This is tough.
Very tough.
I don't know how to go about this.
I don't know either. My first.
I think you know what? Keep going. But I think I have my mind set up, and okay. I don't want to try and sway it, but I think I got it.
Okay. I think I do too, but I'm just going to talk it out a little bit here.
Let's talk it out.
One of the things that we just brought up with the Hershey versus the Reese's is Reese's Pieces. And I think this is a crucial thing that Reese's brings to the table when talking about it compared to M&M's. Because Reese's Pieces and M&M's are very similar candies. Very similar. But then when we get into talking about how many different kinds of M&M's there are, you're like, well, I could go for all these different ways for an M&M's, but all I got is the Reese's Pieces on the Reese's side. But then you think, wait a minute, we're not just talking about Reese's Pieces. Then we have all of the cups and the different things to consider that they also have, albeit it's always chocolate and peanut butter. But all the different ways and all the different shapes and sizes and deliciousness that they have, I think the variety going from Reese's Pieces to the different kinds of Reese's cups and then just M&M's, obviously there are a lot of different types. That's kind of my thoughts. That I think that there's a little bit more to Reese's. I think there's a little bit more to Reese's. That's what I'm saying. Even though M&M's has all of the different options, there's a little bit more to every offering that Reese's has. Reese's is my vote.
It looks like there's 2 Reese's votes on Facebook. My mom says if both are in front of me, Reese's wins. Ryan says chocolate is the second string for Reese's. So to me, I think that sounds like Reese's is number 1.
What are you thinking? What are you thinking?
Butter and not the chocolate. Oh, that's an interesting point Ryan makes there. Because if we're doing chocolate, I mean, but it is chocolate. It is chocolate. There are some, I think there are even white chocolate Reese's cups.
There are.
So
I've had very many of them in my life. Hello, Kelly. Kelly.
This is interesting here because I was thinking M&M's, and I'm thinking if you got Reese's Pieces, if you want Reese's Pieces, you could also have chocolate M&M's or
peanut butter,
and like they're definitely different, but it's like M&M's has their own Reese's Pieces, if you will. You know,
Right.
that different kind of style.
So then you're saying all of the other types of M&Ms trumps the Reese's cups because they already have their pieces in there?
I think so, because I just think there's so much range for M&Ms, and as much as I love Reese's,
Hmm.
like Ryan was saying, it's pretty much going to be peanut butter and something. It's going to be peanut butter and chocolate. Whether they change the shape or
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean,
something like
of
that,
course.
it could be white chocolate cups, regular cups, dark chocolate cups, whatever. They're still cups, and it's still going to taste almost the same. Same with the eggs, all that stuff. Reese's Pieces are Reese's Pieces. That you're getting what you get right there.
Yeah.
M&Ms, you have regular, like I was saying before. There's so many different kinds of flavors. There's an M&M for everybody. What if you're allergic to peanut butter? You can't have any Reese's products.
Okay, well, people who are allergic to peanut butter are,
I feel bad for them.
yeah,
I really
they're
do. Ryan says, I love Reese's, but if we are talking about chocolate, capitalized chocolate, it's got to be Hershey. Well, you missed out. Hershey lost the first round.
that was round two. We're in the finals here. You know, so
I'm
are you gonna? So here's the situation we're in. You are. Hey, what's up, Harry? Are you sticking with? You're sticking hard with M&Ms, knowing that there's 2 votes for Reese's in the comments, and if it goes to a tiebreaker, it's gonna go there. Or I could swap my vote to M&M, and then that's it.
I mean, I don't want you to swap your vote unless you mean it.
I know, but
Ryan says
I mean,
a
you made a
vote for
very
M&Ms here. So Ryan votes M&Ms.
Oh, I thought you said there's 2 votes for it.
I thought so, but it sounded like he was, but his vote's for M&Ms. And my mom's on Reese's. Your Reese's.
I'm going M&M
right
no,
now.
I'm
It's
switching.
2-2.
I'm switching. I'm not. It's not out of. It's not just out of spite. I think you made a really strong argument that I really agree with the peanut butter M&M to the Reese's comparison. Like I just said before, peanut butter M&M is my favorite one. I would definitely choose one over Reese's Pieces.
So
And then, like you said, just like having it appeal to everyone else. And then I was thinking back, we talked about Halloween candies. I was just thinking, man, just getting some straight up chocolate M&Ms on Halloween, just
so good.
so good. And you don't
So
even think about getting them sometimes, but they're always there for you. Reese's.
It's tough to go against Reese's as I'm, wearing Reese's colors. I just can't, and I think like maybe it is a little bit of a silly comparison in the argument. But if you're, like I said, if you're allergic to peanut butter, you can't have any Reese's.
It's very true.
None. No kind of Reese's is going to have no peanut butter.
It's very true.
So
there it is. The winner.
M&M's is the new inductee into
I feel like I'm gonna
Bros Hall of Fame.
I feel like I'm gonna pass out. This was so intense.
That was tough, and I expected it to be a lot harder. I expected to have to fight a little more for M&M's. But M&M's is your winner of the official Go Diva chocolate candy bracket Hall of Fame-ness in the middle at the end. There.
We again are a little short on time here, so I'm gonna transition right away to the post of the week if I can.
Yeah. Austin's gonna share his screen. I gave him the ability to do that.
And there it is.
And there it is. The Instagrammer learners won't see this, but
I could flip, right?
I was gonna do a little flip ski. He's doing a little flip ski. Go ahead. You can read this one off.
Oh, okay.
I usually read these off, but go ahead because he's.
So this was a tweet from Met Marcus Stroman on Jackie Robinson Day, and he says, "Got you tatted for a reason. Beyond grateful for your heroic presence through dark times. Your sacrifices allow me to play the game I love today. Forever thankful for you. Thank you, Jackie. Hashtag Jackie Robinson Day." And I'm going to click on the image here if I can.
I was going to say, pull that up.
Just an absolutely beautiful tattoo.
Yeah.
It says "Only love can do that" with a iconic picture of Jackie Robinson right there.
That's just insane. I would love to be able to praise the tattoo artist that did this piece, because oh my, not only do our portraits just difficult in of itself, but to do such a meaningful portrait
Yeah.
of Jackie Robinson for Jackie Robinson Day, um, it's just incredible. I mean, I'm very seldom does it happen, but I'm at a loss for words when I saw this.
Yeah, it was extremely meaningful, and like we talked about, I think it was last week on the pod on this day,
Mhm.
was when Jackie Robinson broke the color
Yep.
barrier, and just an absolutely monumental moment. Like we talked about, MLB has their day where everyone wears 42 in his remembrance, and like Mark Stroman said, just a really, really impactful, heroic person,
Yeah,
all through and
I
through.
think they even started doing it for a weekend. I think they do like a Jackie Robinson weekend, so
Yeah,
it's like a whole weekend they'll wear it, not just the one day. But yeah, just an iconic human
yeah,
and person in the world, and especially to the baseball community.
for sure. So that is all we got for the post of the week. It will be linked in the description for any audio learners who are listening to this back, not live.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah,
and yeah,
that was good.
man, man, oh man.
Yeah, so I was there's not many around here, but there are some trains around here. Um, and I saw a train that was full of bubble gum, and I thought, what do you call a train full of bubble gum?
Choo Choo Train.
Damn
Yes,
it!
yes,
Yeah,
I got
choo
it.
choo train. I thought that one was kind of easy. I thought you'd let me get away with it, but it's all
Hey,
right.
I thought it, and I said
A
it.
choo choo train.
Yeah, gum. You chew it. You dig?
You dig? Three of them in this week. And I had to put Jericho in there every single time. I
You
just feel
got it.
like it wouldn't be right if I didn't. I said it back to back, and I still put him in there twice. You dig?
Um,
Ridiculous.
yeah. Okay.
Okay, what do you
Are you
got?
ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah,
Okay. How many grams of protein are there in a slice of chocolate pie?
314.
Close.
Damn it!
Three point one four
Oh,
one
come
five
on!
nine two six five.
Damn! That was close.
Boo.
Slice of pie.
Get it?
That's a chocolate and a math joke. That's
Yes.
two birds with one stone right there.
Yes, it is.
That's not bad. Not too
Not too
shabby.
bad. Yeah,
Not too shabby.
I didn't feel awesome about it. I was a little pressed for time in finding one, but I thought it was came out okay.
Oh, it happens. It happens.
Oh, she is a jolly good fellow, for he is a jolly good fellow, for he is a jolly good fellow. Next week on the podcast,
Yep.
we will. I didn't know
I
where
was
we
going
were
to do
going.
a seamless transition of speaking of Jolly Good Fellow next week. It's pretty much tradition after lives.
Yes.
Spanish German guessing game. We're doing it. I'm also afraid we're going to run out of time. So if we do, Cheesleys, download the Cheesleys app. Use promo code Nisto Bros for $5 off orders of 25 or more. I'm afraid of this cutting out at any point in time.
We'll never know.
You never know.
Thank you guys for
No
joining.
warning.
Do we got anything else?
I don't. Spanish German guessing game next
week.
Next
Tune
week.
in. Episode 56?
56, the big 5-6.
6. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
So
Peace,
scared.
love, sip.
Russian eat.
Rush and eat.
Rush and eat, not Russian eat.
Listen.
Listen.
All right.
How do I end these things?
The X thing. in the top.
I'm trying to end it on so many different platforms.